Well, what's going on, everyone? Back and better than ever, USA Darts here for our coverage of NDA Team Dart 2023. We're a little bit early, but there's reasons for that. This bracket is cruising, and I mean cruising. So we were supposed to come in at 9 p.m. local, which is about here in 50 minutes. We went out and grabbed some In-N-Out. And I looked at this bracket because they started at 6, and I said, oh my goodness, these guys are rolling. And I mean they are rolling. So they're into the top 4 on the winner's side. We're going to zoom in on CompuSport here. And they're in the, well, couple teams now moving into the last 8 on the loser side as we're in that 12th spot, as this is SD Elite against a German team here. And this is a couple players on that team, Saab 90 or D-Saab 99 that we just saw win the team cricket event earlier today. That's Mateus and Andres. I think that's right. And then this young lady have teamed up here to take down mixed triples. And they're taking on, of course, SD Elite. And that's going to be Wes White, Jake Smith, Hunter Smith here in this one. So we figured we'd crank it on, at least give you guys some entertainment here and give you as much coverage as we could, as I believe tonight's going to be probably a little bit shorter evening than we anticipated. We thought this thing was going to run a little bit of a lengthy time this evening, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, but I don't think we're going to be even that far into the evening, let's be honest here. So we'll find out. We got a great evening of coverage, though, for you. We're looking forward to it. We hope you all are as well. So I'm going to do a couple things in the background since we rushed on in here to make this happen. So I'll turn on some tunes, let you all enjoy it, and then we'll be right back here with full commentary in a second. I know Nick's on his way down here. He's grabbing a coffee. And I'm going to be doubling up as well on the coffee, and then we'll get going here. We appreciate your folks joining us for our coverage of NDA Team Dart 2023. Milkman, you got something better to do, don't you? Just kidding. Just kidding, Elliot. Hope you're doing well, bud. We'll see you in a minute. Getting it.
I'm gonna have to ask Will Stuart to please stop freestyling on the mic. Please stop freestyling.
Whatever. All right, let's have some fun. Here it is, folks. Mixed triples as we get underway here with, well, Houston team versus a Cali team here. And what is going to be Leonard Gates, Virginia, and Mr. Daryl Cortez. And then on the other side, it's going to be Chris Lim, Shad Newton, and Miss Lisa Tyler. So those are our teams right here. I believe that Lisa and I think Lisa and Chris actually won mixed doubles last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to give them a shout out.
Yeah, we're in for a good one here, as it is going to go better than the freestyling that Will did on the mic there. Of course, I am Nick Dichiria, joined by Will Stuart, and we're happy to start off our evening coverage here.
Yeah, definitely. We came in a little bit early, and I had a couple things to do in the background, so I wanted to at least start the stream and let you enjoy it for a little bit. Man, what's that thing on Lim's back right there, his shoulder?
That's not a chip on his shoulder. It looks like a USA Darts patch.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even think he knows it's on there. Whoopsie!
No, I don't know how that happens.
Just a good pat on the back will do, wouldn't it? That's hilarious. No, I think he definitely knows it's on there. He asked me by now.
You say that, but he's too focused on hitting great darts here. This is going to be Shad Newton stepping up to the line here.
Of course, Shad and Chris, part of that Cali Monsters team we saw a little bit earlier on today. Leonard Gates, well, he's just Leonard Gates. We all know who he is. No denying that.
A man that needs no introduction.
Yeah, we went out, we had a couple things to do. We did some interviews. We played some darts. That was fun. Then we decided, let's go get a bite to eat. So we got on the monorail, ran down to the link and got some In-N-Out. And then I looked at the bracket and I said, oh boy.
Yeah, we better hurry.
We better get back. So much for that 9 o'clock start time. I think we need to start now. And just looking at the bracket right now, it is flying. This master side is literally flying.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we try to plan this out as far in advance as we can, but it works out one way or another, and we try to make sure we're flexible as well. So we ate those burgers quick, got back in the first train here, and got right into the action.
Big hat trick there from Leonard. Linda Erickson Wells says, home from NDA tournament, tired. Nice to meet Nick and Will. Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Linda. Thank you very much. Enjoyed our chat. No doubt about that. As tired is an understatement for, I'm sure, everybody else here as well. Definitely been a long week here.
Yeah, it certainly
But an exciting week.
It is. I mean, this is, of course, like one of our favorite events to go to here. Seeing all the players, being in Las Vegas, the atmosphere is incredible. And, of course, seeing so many people that we get to interact with in person.
Lisa Van Dongen, the better half of Jules Van Dongen, saying animal style. Well, that's a definite win for Nick, as he went all in on the animal style. I'm just a cheese and grilled onion man on my fries.
In other unsurprising news, Nick, the big guy, loves eating.
Oh, my.
Well, Lisa Taylor here, 65 could definitely go. It's open in, open out, as that style here with Fat Bull is going to attack that 15 first.
So let's see, 45 for
15 for Bull.
Yep, I was about to say, she can go that 45 route. It's always good to hug that line. Or maybe just go fat 15. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Says this is a, oh, this is open out.
Yeah, this is open out, so.
Holy cow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's weird to see
in a master's level.
A master's level.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why the bracket's going by so fast.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why. We didn't even realize that this was easy out. Maybe we should have noticed that a little sooner.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't matter, though, as we're going to see a double from Chris Lim here. Potentially now going over to the single 16. Does it in 2. Leg number 1 there to the team of Lim, Noon, and Tyler. Yeah, with that open out here, which I'm kind of glad we're going to see just because it is a little different on how you do your setups and checkouts here. We're used to kind of seeing a lot of the more traditional steel-oriented style of throwing, and here we're going to see something a little bit different. But leg number 2 is going to be cricket here. Christopher in the chat saying, why is there so many guys looking at that game? I mean, Soldier and Chris Lim have a big following. So whenever they're going against each other, just seeing guys like that, and their whole teams are talented here. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, Virginia's talented in her own right. I mean, she's a very good player. She's teamed up with the likes of Paula Murphy to win titles at Which City and numerous other places. Lisa Tyler's a quality shot as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, this whole crew of 6 is good shots. No doubt about it.
It really is. I mean, of course, there's going to be plenty of star-studded talent as we've been seeing it all week long. Lisa Tyler, first time making the stream since we started picking things up here. Got a chance to actually talk with her a little bit and get to know her, and it was super cool to pick the brain there and shake the hands. Of course, Leonard Gates, I've gotten to talk to plenty of times as well.
Yep. Alrighty. How about this from the Houston crew? Out to a tear so far. Sorry about that. Starting to be in that time in the week where everybody's starting to bid adieu too. So we're going to start seeing more people joining us back here saying bye. We always appreciate that.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Heather, every time a 9 mark happens, say it. Say it.
Supersonic saying, if you play double out, master out long enough, it just doesn't feel right going single out unless last resort. Yeah, I mean, I feel that too because I tend to find myself when playing like Grand Board or whatnot because that's what's in my area because we have like Darts Live for blind draws. That's it. But yeah, I tend to just go double out or at least try to until the last resort.
You definitely get plenty of practice as when I played my NDA leagues, the common format was that open out style. So got plenty of chances to really get used to that format here. Nick saying, will you guys be at WAMO? Will Stuart will be there at WAMO bringing coverage of that event. But Gates here, just 4 numbers up, can really just kind of close this one away here. Goes ahead and closes there. Chris Lim behind him means that there is a chance that you could lose 3 of your houses here. But even if that's the case, you're still going to have a number going to the board no matter what. Meaning that Chris more likely is going to attack bulls and probably just take one of the numbers. Yes, you see there, the reason for that being is he wants to try his best to give his team an outshot at some point here, getting those bulls out of the way to try to make it easier to get that score back up as they're inevitably going to lose the point lead, and then taking away one of those numbers to set up a white horse in the future. If you guys do have questions about where we're going to be next, what events we're going to be streaming on USA Darts, a little insider trick here, go over to usadarts.live where you'll be able to find out where all of our future events are. We'll let you know where we're streaming next. And of course, if you want your event streamed, there's something highlighted and some production done to it. Of course, you can also contact us on usadarts.live.
Virginia going to walk in here really just needing a couple points here to put this away.
Doesn't get enough, but there is no outshot available.
Yeah, not able to really produce what she wanted to. But unless Lisa hits gold here, even gold's not going to be enough. And Gate should walk in and go ahead and take this.
Will, you're a sad girl.
Who said that?
Hannah.
Oh, my wife. Yeah, no denying that one. As that is going to be a win there for the Houston team. As that ties us up 1-1. And we'll go to a diddle here.
Oh, Hannah, I did have a message for you since you are in chat. Jen says she loves you.
She's like, I hope she's not hurtful of the handsome Will here. As she keeps calling me on Facebook. No, I guarantee you, the wife don't care.
All right, well, Virginia to start us off here last leg in this one. As it is just a best-of-3 format here, race to 2, 1 all. And look at this from Virginia to start us off here.
And you can see, honestly, Ginger's throw is a little bit difficult to kind of keep going through. She goes down all the way to her shoulder and then throws. So it's a kind of a little bit tougher for you to do that, go all the way to your shoulder and then back. But for her to be pretty consistent with that is nice.
Yeah, on the other end here, Lisa Tyler has a great traditional throw. The only difference is starting it really high up and then bringing it down, but otherwise just that standard follow-through bring back.
Miss Terry Stevenson, hello. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Tournament director for Shark Tank there in Shawnee, Kansas, to be exact, over Labor Day weekend.
Well, Gator going to do what Gator going to do. Is that was a great 9 mark there, pushing Lim to try to see if he can answer.
Gold from Lim.
And that's a fantastic shot there. But Daryl Cortez, Diesel, does not really feel pressure. He's always kind of that cool, calm, collected, just that macho Texas mentality. Newton does find it. Oh, and does hit the changeup there. That was a fantastic changeup shot over to the 20s. 1 point difference now. You have to open up a new number here. You can't be chasing in this situation. Ginger not able to find it. Now giving Lisa the option to really make something happen. So here's the point lead. Is going to stay up there. Really can't leave until you find a trip. Getting a 2 mark here is a little scary because now Gates, if he goes trip, will have free reign to do some work. But that's going to be the case here. Being underneath that wire, but hugging it with the rest, as that is a great 7 mark there from Soldier.
Yes, great 7 indeed.
The crowd behind it is awesome to see. This is to get into the King Seat match here for our Masters division. On the other end there, the winner of this will go against Cheyenne Richards, Eric Holmes, and Zach Hunter.
Which is a great team. Cheyenne and Zach have really been up-and-comers in that Houston area. So this could be technically an all-Houston final.
Yeah, it really can. As Super Darts did lose out to the Texas team. So it's going to be Kenny Doyle, Nick Slepik, Ian Hansen, Chris Grimmel. Let's see what Chad does here. Finding the 17s immediately, doing it while close in this point difference. I don't love going to the 16s after the first star. If you want to take the risk on 17, it's fine, but you need to secure a bigger point lead. I think that's a huge risk to be taking here. Don't underestimate Ginger. She can definitely hit what needs to be, you know? She's going right at those 18s. Not able to come up with much.
This is not as much as she would have hoped, but Lisa's going to have to. Yeah, I was going to say, go for them 16s here. She thought about, not sure if that was that first one was.
The first one's going over to the 18s to try to get some more points for her.
That's what I thought.
But she wasn't
a little
happy
close to that 20.
Yeah, she was struggling with that one, so doing the change up there. Gates with a 7 mark, though. Closes the 18s. Doesn't secure the point lead, but does get those 16s. So now Chris Lim needs to really hit a 4 mark here at bare minimum. This triple 15 is huge if he hits it. And he doesn't find it. Diesel Daryl Cortez can save this for his team right now in this tiebreaker. Finding the first one. Another one. And a 7 mark there from Diesel. Exactly when he needs to do it. That's a huge moment there for the Houston team.
Definitely that rapid fire technique paid off there.
Yeah, Shad here doing the math. 35-point difference means that you're going to shoot the 15 at some point, especially now that he has these 2 bulls. No, he actually stays on it there. I think with Virginia behind you, you can actually take the shot at the 15 here and take that risk. You don't want her to point it up on you. And she is trying to. And she does hit 2. If she only hit 1 there, would have actually made it 50 points, not adding a bull. But she does hit 2 and adds a bull here, makes that shot harder on Lisa.
Gage shimmied on up there to push that board.
Good last start there. As Tyler a little frustrated knowing she had match starts in hand. Gates needs 1 more bull. It deflected.
Oh,
it deflected
no.
right there. Chris Lim right behind. 3 bulls for the win. Or 4 bulls, excuse me. Oh, what a shot this would be. Oh, that's a good placement there for Lim. Not going to happen. We lost focus on that last start there. Diesel, 1 bull now. Because both these teams had a little bit of a scare here as they could have easily capitalized. Unfortunately didn't. Daryl Cortez and the Texans move on to play in the King Seat match. That's not the last we'll see of Chris Lim and the rest, as they're going to move on to the losers side bracket here. As they are going to play against the winners of either Jules, Mike, and Angie, or South Dakota Elite 1 in that 5th, 6th position match.
Alrighty, folks. Well, let's head on over to another board as we may have some action here. Nope, we don't. I thought we were going to have some, but it looks like Super Darts is over there as we got Ian Hansen and Mr. Kenny Doyle. Oh, my gosh. Look at that ugly mug.
Oh,
who's that guy?
Send me Mike.
Who's that guy?
Look at him.
Who's that guy?
He's playing Angry Birds. Yeah, F10 did have Sugars, Spotting Dad, and TNC playing, but it looks like that one should be finished at this point, as that was called about 30 minutes ago, so they're probably submitting that match card there.
Oh, my God, he's going to hate me. He's going to hate me so much, but I have to. The old pup of the day.
Well, let me tell you, that old pup does not have new tricks.
Oh, goodness gracious. I got to just snap that one a little picture here. Why not? We'll just go ahead and do that.
This is what he gets. He's a loyal supporter and a good friend, and we treat them terribly.
Oh,
that's what happens.
It's too good. It's just, I can't help it. It's the old pup of the day here at the 2023 NDA Team Dart. Nick's going to hate me. Alrighty, folks, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. More action coming your way here next on USA Dart's coverage of NDA Team Dart 2023.
I'll miss you. Well, hello everybody, I'm Nick Dichiria with USA Darts, and today I am joined by Randy Oliver over here representing NDA as the president of the National Dart Association. Randy, for those that are just watching NDA Team Dart for the first time, can you explain what NDA is and represents?
Sanctioned dart leagues throughout the world. We have numerous operators, members, and obviously participants, dart players. Our goal is to run the biggest and the best darts tournament in the nation.
And that you do, at least here in Las Vegas. We have turnout this year as there's hundreds of players. We have a lot of the international crowd in here. Are you surprised or happy with the turnout that we have for Team Dart this year?
We're very happy. We have over 3,000 players here this year, almost 4,000. To survive after COVID, the building up of everything, bringing it back, the players are fantastic. They're glad to be here, and we are so glad to have them. All of our events are completely full, and it's a great turnout.
Well, out of those thousands of players, of course, you guys do have an international program. So the DSAB brought over 90 players here to represent Germany. How does it feel to see that international turnout be so high this year?
It's great. We wish that Spain and France, Italy would all come back again. We're hoping that as the COVID has survived and all of the bad news, we're really hoping that we can attract them to come back to this. And when you mentioned Germany, they just won the men's challenge.
Yeah, the Germans did very well on the men's side of the international challenge and getting second in the women's portion of that, as that was an enticing event that you can go ahead and rewatch on the live stream there. So is that going to be a big focus going forward, is expanding the international darts program for the NDA?
We hope to. We do what we can to attract them, to bring them in, and we're hoping for the other ones that used to be here to come back again and try it again.
Well, Randy, it's a great reward to be out here as well, as we've been having a lot of fun bringing the coverage, but also you can ask any player out in that hall. They are having a great time, and we're looking forward to continuing our coverage of Team Dart 2023, brought to you by the NDA in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Westgate Resort and Casino.
Alrighty, folks, here we go with our king seat matchup. Leonard Gates, Daryl Cortez, and Virginia Higgins taking on Zach Hunter, Cheyenne Richards, and who's their Eric Holmes? Okay. Eric who?
What, Eric Holmes?
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just glanced over and was totally wrong. So, yeah, this is a young, fiery team out of Houston. They're a great shots. It's just that Star City crew, man, is getting better and better.
Let's be honest. This is new school versus old school on the Houston dartboard at this point.
Yeah. Zach Hunter, we've seen on our streams before. We've seen him at Shark Tank take on Leonard Gates through well, and probably an up-and-coming CSE player on our stream. So
absolutely,
definitely one to remember.
If you're wondering, it's not a camera angle thing. He really is that tall.
Yeah.
He is a big, strong dude.
Big, strong dude. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's strong or not. I mean,
do you want to find out?
This, of course, is Miss Cheyenne Richards.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about her, as this is my first time getting a chance to actually watch her.
Yeah, I really haven't watched her before at all, but she's got a smooth, silky smooth throw. Look at that. She's definitely has a great follow through. She's a good shot. She may be one to watch out for here in the next. She's already one to watch out for. I mean, in the next 5 years, who knows? Steel tip, soft tip. All darts in general, where is her game going to be?
I can see Leonard Gates there with the hat trick, but Zach, if he plays his cards right, we'll leave it out here. Needing to hit a 10+ though. 2 bowls and a trip or a hat trick.
People asking about any Porky sightings. Actually, not tonight. He is out to eat with Dason Alberts and a few others, Garrett Kowski, so I'm sure they might run out of food wherever they go.
Exactly. I actually ran into him as he was heading out, and I was heading up to the room to get ready for the stream for this evening. And I looked and I said, we're both in incognito mood right now. We just kept walking. 158, Eric Holmes, definitely a capable enough player to take this one out. Oh, but it goes a little wild there. Now, in open out, let's be honest, 158, you start the bowl every single time here. Then you go for 2 trips of whatever cricket trips you prefer. But you really need to start bowl first here. On the off chance you miss, then you can still bring it down a little bit more effectively, but you've been aiming at bowl the whole time. Might as well stay there.
Oh my goodness, okay. So that Fresco Italiano in here in the hotel, that's Steve Hilger, Dason Albertson, and I think their whole table might be filled with food and there's 3 people.
As it should be. As it should be. Cheyenne, 55. Goes for the trip 5 double top.
Gotta hit it. She does. And barely at that, let's be honest.
Barely.
My goodness.
In. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you really want to be on the inside wire there in that open out format, but quite all right. She got the job done, and that's what matters. This is for the king seat, folks, for those that are just joining us. So no matter what, a Houston team will be in the finals. Well, Houston's going to finish top 3. So.
Yeah, it's guaranteed at this point. The question is, can they get first and second? Now, with this mixed triples format, the ladies do start each leg, which kind of makes things a little bit interesting as far as the ordering there. Sometimes when you have something like this where it's like a ladies first or like a C player first type situation, which, mind you, I'm not trying to say that these ladies are C players by any means, but in position on roster, when you're having the lower average go first, sometimes you actually put your top average last. So that way it puts pressure knowing that they have a lower average person behind them.
Exactly.
In this case, though, they're just going to have guns a-blazing. Is that going to be forced to find a 20 here? Needs to get at least a single, but let's be honest. If you're not getting a triple here, you're in for a bad time.
He wanted a little bit more from that. Only coming up with a trip 20 is kind of feels like a miss for him.
It really is. I mean, the 20 is going to go away here regardless. Oh, unless that happens, Darrow winks it into the 5 there. As Eric Holmes now can take advantage of this opportunity. Maybe even get a second number opened up. And a good switch up there on the 19, hitting that third dart close there at a good timing.
Hearing some roars in the background. You know what? Can you hand me the tablet, please, for a second? You can undo the deal, too.
Sorry, guys. Will's trying to play some Angry Birds as Cheyenne Richards hits a 7 mark there.
Some Angry Birds, huh?
Yeah, someone's got to take care of those pigs. Gates responds to Cheyenne 7 with a 7 of his own.
So currently, Jeff Paul and Paul Saints are on the king seat match in senior singles number 1. They are into the top 6, so Nick Cooper and Kenan Hamilton are on board 180, and then Tim O'Donnell and Gary Lindholm. Gary came out on top in that one, so there's 5 remaining competitors in our seniors combo number 1, and there's numerous levels of that combo, but we wanted to at least give a shout out to our level 1 competitors real quick before we move on into the bracket and give a shout out to everybody else. So
absolutely, and that seniors event's actually a real popular one nowadays as
Yeah.
far as with the players. It's actually the only bad part about it was my dad realizing he qualified for it by being a senior. You see Ginger there getting some frustration as right now, I mean, Cheyenne's team is playing phenomenal and in definite control. If they're able to get these 16s here, get that third number up, it's going to be hard to deal with. And that's a great last start there. I wasn't loving the strategy as you want to get those 16s for sure, especially with the mark on them. And that was actually impeccable last start, placing it right where she needed to. Gates can't get the point lead with only a 7 mark. I say with only a 7 mark, but it feels like only a 7 mark when you're down by this much. Zach here is going to try to take away those 15s as soon as he can. Get some points. He's looking at him now. And he gets it on the last start there. Wow, this might be 2 straight.
it's crazy to think, but that's just the talent we've got here in front of us.
Yeah, we've been seeing some great action all week here at the Westgate Resort and Casino over in Las Vegas, Nevada. Eric Holmes getting 2 bulls there to put them right within 1 dart. We're taking this match. Caleb Hunter in the chat saying, "Let's go." Cheyenne, her 7 mark earlier is what really changed the momentum of this match. And now she can hit the bull to win it, and does so in style.
Right in the heart, too. My goodness. Doesn't get any better than that. You see her smiling and all, right in the heart. Good stuff for her, as we're going to go ahead and head on over to, well, board F11, as we've got Super Darts in action right now, as we'll pop that one on up and change our board sounds around for that. Sugar Shane Johnson up here in this one. Maybe I'll just mess around. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't mess around on that camera for him.
Yeah, this is going to be that second leg here with, it looks like, the Super Darts team winning the first, because they are going second.
Dustin Holt joining us in the chat says, when are you guys headed back home?
Well,
This gentleman's headed home early, well, I guess late tomorrow night, early morning tomorrow night.
yeah, 12:01 a.m. flight, as that was a little oopsie poopsie from Frontier.
I'll be leaving Thursday morning.
You don't get to stay home for very long, do you?
No, I don't, unfortunately, as I'll be home Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm on the road for Wisconsin for Whammo, the biggest state dart tournament in the country. Yes, that's right. We'll be live there in La Crosse, Wisconsin for what should be a fantastic event.
Abby spot here. Finds the two bowls as we're going to go to a game number 3 here in this matchup. Jeremy, if you want to get qualified for this tournament, all you need to do is join a NDA Dart League. A lot of local vendors do offer that. Of course, you can go to National Dart Association and look that up, and on their website they'll be able to tell you more information about how to qualify. But usually all these players need to play 500 NDA games. So usually most leagues have between 15 to 20 games. Play 1 league a year, 2 leagues a year, and that should get you enough.
I must say, I'm so happy that we came a little bit early, because if not, we would just be starting the stream and missed out on a ton.
Yep, absolutely.
Literally.
Well, Daryl Nycannon wins that diddle there. Just wanted to prove I know how to say his last name.
And definitely, there are some a unique setup. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but I was taking a gander over the shoulder at his darts, and they're awfully long. They are a long setup, and he's got some unique flights on there.
Oh, it's 96 games in 8 separate weeks. Okay, my mistake there. I don't know why I thought it was more. I'm probably getting confused with something else.
Chris Grimmel will step in.
Yeah, Chris is one of those dominant female shots. Her and Evie's spot are known for causing some serious damage around. Of course, Sugar Shane. He's there. No, I'm just kidding. He's a really nice guy, and one of those shots that I think is constantly still trying to prove himself, as he does have a little bit more of his highs and lows, but when he's on a high, he is one of the best. But a man that needs no proving here, Kenny Doyle. Sunshine Santa. See, he's frustrated there. But Daryl Nycannon going to attack right at those 20s. Really needs to stay on until he hits a trip. If he goes down, it's a big risk. He does take the risk, and it pays off there. Great last start. With Ian Hansen stepping up now. Ian Hansen and Paula Hansen are the owners of Super Darts, which sponsor Chris Grimmel, Nick Slepik, and Kenny Doyle. But also, besides owning a dart company, he is a very accomplished dart player of his own right. Frustration there as Scott only finds a single. He said the glasses on the head would throw me way off. I mean, each their own. For me, I always hate playing with a watch, but yet I'm always wearing one. So I have to take it off when I play darts. Just like if I am in an environment that I can, I actually take my phone out of my pocket as well. So And he does not find the last dart there. Really needed that one as a big dagger.
Daryl stepping in here. Opportunity to steal the lead away and take a shot at those 17s if he wants.
Oh, look at that start. And that's a great shot on the second. And the last one kind of got away from him there.
So I think he uses a V-wing shape flight or a bumblebee flight. Have you seen those?
Not in a long time. I have heard of them before, but I haven't actually seen one.
Definitely an old school style flight, but and a very long stem, like the longest stem you can get. That's what Daryl prefers.
Well, as we saw from the likes of Steve Hilger, Ram Guevara, and everybody else, it doesn't matter your setup as long as you're able to do it consistently with whatever you have. Yeah, you can see Abbathy gets a little frustrated there on that last start. Steve saying, Will Stuart, champion of USA Darts. I don't know about champion now. He did win the best of 3 against me. I don't know if he's a champion. Hey, wait now. Hold on.
We both played pretty dang good for just commentary this whole weekend. You've got out there a few times and chucked your darts.
Yeah, well, I like to go out there and say hi to the players and pick up random games here. And most of the people, especially in this area of the room, can beat me pretty consistently. Unless your name's Masson Van Beek.
Here is Kenny.
Kenny's struggling on those 20s. 17's always been a go-to for him, but the fact is that was not his first missed dart there. Not usual for Doyle. Well, Ian here with the point advantage is probably going to be pretty happy to see this board state on his approach. Going real aggressive, going right for those 18s here. And he does stay and find it.
And finds the 17 as well.
Yeah, the most important dart there was that last one. If not, he gives Abby a great chance to regain control, closing out with a 7. You can see why I said that. She does end up hitting a 7 mark there, showing she's more than capable. This is a losers aside top 6 matchup.
It's just about to answer that one. Yeah, loser side top 6. So really, we are cruising in this bracket. I honestly don't think that the room's going to be filled tonight. I think this may be a relief night for some of these staff members here.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of these people are messing around knowing that tomorrow's the last day, trying to get a last chance to go do stuff around Vegas. So they're quick to go to their matches, quick to kind of stay focused on everything.
Indeed. And I mean, tomorrow will be the last day of action as we kind of start tearing down and getting ready for things. So
I like the comments in chat here. Abby motivated Shane to hit as good as she does. Good shot there from Daryl. Finds the 15 on the last dart there and hits a 6 mark at a very crucial moment. Do want to give a little shout out there amongst the Florida players there. The lady in the dress there, that's Megan Watson over from the Florida area. Yeah.
I have no idea. Don't ask me.
No, you looked at me like I was saying something incorrect. I was like, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't even know if if that lady's playing this weekend or if she's just a person and I don't even know if she is.
She's a big darts promoter, so she actually helps people organize travel for partners outside of states.
Ah, okay.
So every time I played in outside of state tournaments, she has helped set up with people, as she is really good at networking. So I was just giving a little shout out to her.
Well, new one for me. New one for me.
5 mark there. Good shot from Abby's spot. Look at that. Oh, one more would have been amazing there as Chris Grimmel applies a bunch of pressure right back. Three in the bed there. You look at Sugar, gave a little pump to the camera there. Looked right at it and gave it a little head nod.
A little kiss.
Very nice. That was a very nice shot there from Sugar Shane on that previous attempt.
Getting a question about our next steel tip tournament. Great question. ADA National Championships, which is a dual, so steel and soft. And then we'll be at the DPFL live event.
Yeah, that's over in the Kissimmee, Florida area.
Yeah,
at the Reunion and Resort.
We'll be there. We will be at the U.S. Masters, as well as we'll be headed to the PDC match play for interviews. So we're looking forward to that one as well.
The Super Darts team keeps hanging around in this leg. Every time you think it's over, it's not. But Abby's probably going to send it away here.
Just needs the one bull.
And Scott does it again. A great shot there for her.
You better quit doing that before she hurts you. Well, here we go. More action on your way next is the Wisconsin team's going to move forward here. But who will they be playing? That is the question. Will it be SD Elite, or is it going to be the team of Lisa Tyler, Chris Lim, and Shad Newton? We will await to find out. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with your coverage of NDA Team Dart 2023. Alrighty, folks, here we go with another great one. As we get Lisa Tyler, Chris Lim, Shad Newton taking on SD Elite.
Yeah, that's going to consist of Hunter Smith, Jake Smith, and Wes White over on that team. Hunter and Jake, Team USA players. Wes White, a very well-decorated shot and someone that's been making a lot of waves getting back into the darts community. Of course, Hunter there, commonly confused for Jules Van Dongen. So, of course, again with this mixed triples format, the ladies start us off here. But now it's over to Lightning Lim, getting deflected out on that last start. Jake Smith also not getting that hat trick, but keeping up the same scoring power here. But a little bit of advantage right now for this Lim, Newton, and Tyler team as they've kind of come out of the gates running here. And a very impactful last start there makes it very possible to leave an out with a hat trick here in this open out format. Wes White just trying to make up for that lost distance. But if Lisa can get even just a low ton here, that separation just becomes really hard to get over here. And a hat trick will leave it out. One more bull would be phenomenal here. Barely not getting it in, but a well-thrown dart. The winner of this will play Sugar's Spotting Dad. And the winner of that will then go on to play Daryl, Solja, and Ginger. And then after that, the finals. Lim has plenty of time to set up here. As back on 378, the other team is. Sorry, I don't know why I talked like Yoda there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a great hat trick, down to 66 points. Even if a 180 was hit here by Jake, then still would not make up enough of the lost ground here. So Shad gets 3 darts here, but his partner will also get 3. 16 for Bull. Over to the trip 15 now. Not going to go, but again, they will get at least 3 more darts. The team awaiting in the finals here, Cheyenne Richards, Eric Holmes, and Zach Hunter out of that Houston, Texas area. $20 left, single 20.
Oh, and see, she can go back down here. No harm, no foul. 15. And she misses it. Oh, no.
Not any immediate danger here, though.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a huge danger, Mark. It's just to miss those big numbers.
And 177 is a leave on the off chance that this gets busted here. Lim does find a big one.
What was that?
Oh, wow. Put it on a show as, you know, Chris Lim, I was surprised he hit that single, I guess.
Oh, my God. I couldn't help myself but just yell out there. What was that?
What was going on there?
Oh, come on.
They're having a little bit of a laugh about it. Hunter Smith to start us off here for leg number 2, switching to cricket. Tiebreaker game, if needed, will also be cricket. Hunter does like starting down there on those 19s. With that first dart hanging the way it is, it's going to be hard to get to it. Yeah, you can see it deflected heavily there. Caught that barrel immediately. And that's one of those big risks. Lisa Tyler not really able to capitalize on it though, so Jake Smith has a good chance here, especially if he finds that first dart on the 19 or the 20. He's going to start back up at the 20s now. If he gets it close, he's definitely going to take a look in the next round.
In the next round. Good transition there, Nick.
Yeah, he did have the mark at the 19, so he could have taken a look at it. But I do understand the risk and wanting to stay up there.
Oh, my.
6 mark there from Chris Lim. Single 13, he gets a big fist pump. 6 mark looks disappointed. Funny how that works.
Mr. Wes White was a part of Team USA last year in the International Challenge, a winning USA side.
Good last start there from Newton. If Hunter finds that first triple, she could go for the close, but of course it is a big risk. She's staying there. You can see, I think that's Jake pointing in the background like, yeah, just stay, just stay. I do like it. Lisa Tyler now needs a 4 mark to get ahead. And a great last start there, and does so. Kind of trades right back in position.
Jake's looking for the trip 20.
Yeah, he's going to be staying up there. He's been playing pretty conservative. Now looking down.
Now we'll take the shot, and he gets it. Big darts there.
Yeah, Jake Smith is one of those consistent 2 at the points, 1 at the close style players in almost any position. That's how he prefers to throw unless he needs to take something riskier. Yeah, what's moving over? Trying to find that 20. Felt blocked after the first start, so he went to the 18. After not hitting it there, didn't want to risk just hitting our single 18. Tried to go for more points. I do like the logic there. Unfortunately, able to only get the 2 singles. Oh, Shad can take a look at the 20s if he wants. I think he is. And he does. Drops it low. He even says, like, come on, just follow through a little bit better there as he lets it go a little lazily. But a very well-timed 7 mark as it forces Hunter here to hit a trip before going for the 18s. And might honestly just stay at the 20 for all 3 at this point. Tough deflection. Lisa Tyler trying to work her way in, but getting caught up in the wrong neighborhood at the moment. Great last start, though.
Good last indeed. Jake Smith. Big trip 20, and he can take a look, but is he going to is the question. Oh. Now it's a look for Lim, and he could probably take this out early.
He's not going to really leave those 20s run for long. And they are gone.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that's going to take those out as soon as he gets a chance to. He's not gonna hesitate.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking cricket battles like this where it's going to be more long form and it is going to go through majority of the rounds, you don't want that 20 to be in your opponent's hands. It will just eventually get more and more value. The sooner you get rid of that, the better your odds are of staying in and keeping up with the scoring power that provides. Shed there just does the bare minimum. Gain that 3-mark close. This would be interesting, though, because Hunter can hit a big round to kind of flip the tables. That's a good marker for her. She takes advantage of it. Yeah, she's one that likes to kind of like ride the right end of her barrel. It almost throws across her body a little bit. So when those darts hit on the left side like that, it's able to go towards her advantage more often than not. Jake says son of a gun there as he is frustrated that he didn't get that triple to get an opportunity for the close.
Yeah, does find something with the last, but Lemon here will try to point. He thought about taking a gander. He will here.
That's why with the opportunity to do it right back, though.
Great shot from Wes. L Style just announced that he'll be getting some new signature flights coming his way, so congrats to Wes on those bad boys. A little touch with his Hawaiian heritage.
These players are starting to show some ferocity in their emotion. Newton not happy with that.
And unfortunate go around for Hunter there. Luther asking, is there any major steel tip tourneys in the U.S.? Yes. Las Vegas Open, which city? Seacoast Open. Virginia Beach is probably considered
Music
one.
City.
Yeah, there's some big 30,000 plus, no, 20,000 plus dollar amount steel tip events.
Mm-hmm.
Some in coordination with like the WDF, some are not.
And of course there is that CDC circuit as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah, CDC circuit. Can't forget that.
Let's see how Lim does here. He wants to take a look at those 60s. You saw his eyes kind of take the trace overs to them. With an 8-point lead, does he want to risk it here? There's still 11 rounds left, really 10 rounds at this point. So they're not too worried about a round out. Good first serve there from Wes. He's looking right up those 18s. Finds them over to the 15s. No, he goes back.
West playing well here. Playing really well.
Yeah, Shad is frustrated there. He knows that he needs to get some points on that 15. Throwing the 3 mark there. If Hunter closes this, that will be the game. Play smart first. And a good switch back there. Great 7 mark for Hunter Smith.
Hunter trying to lock this leg in and make this a 1-1 scoreline potentially and force the last leg decider.
Yep, Jake's going to go ahead and just take out those 15s. With enough of a point lead, he goes right to the bull there with a certain safety in his mind, finding that double. This one's been a long 17-rounder here. Normally pretty quick play, but this was a pretty even match on the cricket side.
To say that we went to close to round 20 is crazy, you know?
Yeah, and practically 1,000 points. As you can see, they tried to fix the misregistered dart and accidentally misregistered it again. So they're just going to take a moment here to get set up as both teams are kind of just having a laugh about it.
Jake's up on him, making sure he's doing the right thing. He said, I got to watch you.
Yeah, you can't trust a guy with a patch on his back.
Yeah, right? It's like somebody placed it there by accident. Huh, I wonder who that was.
Well, you know, patches do grow on jerseys.
Yeah,
much like paper to trees.
I just couldn't resist. I gave Wim a big old hug and said, man, how did that get there?
Well, combined 4-0 there for the SD1 Elite team. So I believe it's one apiece now.
Yeah, it's tied up 1-1, headed into this last leg decider. Now, the question is, do we know if it's cricket or 0-1 in this last leg decider? Cricket?
It is cricket. Jake with a good shot on the bull there. Can be used to Lim's advantage. Ooh, didn't stick, so Lim gets to throw it again. Not happy with that one, as Jake Smith will get the start here. And here we go. SD Elite 1 and the Cali team going at it head-to-head here. Last leg decider. Last one that got to practically 1,000 points and was a great showing from everyone involved. Now we're going to mix it up here. Oh, actually, it looks like Lim did get the... No, okay. I was going to say, I was like, Lisa Tyler was walking up, and he was like, no, I didn't win it.
He said, whoa, 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 whoa. And they'll be playing, who? Sugar, Spot, and Daryl?
Yeah, exactly. So we got our fourth place next from Sugar Spotting Dad. And then after that, third place match from the Houston Soldier team. And then over in the finals there, the other Houston team, which bested Soldier of Cheyenne Richards and the rest. Lisa Tyler frustrated knowing that Jake Smith falling behind and a 2-mark advantage. I'd be happy to see the sports state. Oh no. Good last start there. I do think personally as Jake could have started at those 19s instead, just with the 2-mark advantage on them, but it won't make for an easy close. Especially because Chris Lim likes to go for that 7-mark, go up top type shot. And Lim only hitting a 2-mark there.
Yeah, this is some sketchy dart. And look at Shad just jumping around, trying to get himself in the groove here. In steps Jules Van Dongen. Oh, sorry, that's Hunter Smith. It's just the jerseys, Jules. As apparently it's been a jersey swapping fest for Hunter this weekend. And she's gotten a German jersey, and it looks like she's just stolen Jules as well.
She did. Although it is really cool to see the German players swap jerseys like that. It kind of memorializes the event. Jules, on the other hand, I think Hunter's just such a big fan, you know.
Literally, it looked like almost all the entirety of DSOB 99 and Milwaukee Monsters swapped jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, they became really good friends. I'm pretty sure Garrett Rakowski speaks German now.
The only one who didn't get a jersey swap was Nico, and Nico's wasn't going to fit any of those boys. There ain't no way.
That was a huge roar from Hunter Smith there, giving a nice darts baby as Jake Smith hits a 9 mark.
And you can see Chris was kind of shaking his head on that one because he knows he's got to come up here and do something perfect.
Oh, this would be a good answer if he can. And he will. Answers right back from the Lightning, keeping his team in the running here. Wes going to take a look. No, he does stay there. Taking the safer route. As I would say, the South Dakota Elite team is definitely the opposite, as we see some aggression from the California team, and the South Dakota players kind of like that heavy point lead.
You can see Shaz just having a little bit of a forgetful round here. I mean, or forgetful leg, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Forgetful match this round. He just hasn't produced the goods that he's normally produced.
I'm going to have to agree with you here. If I were to pick an MVP for this match so far, I would say it's going to be actually Hunter Smith, as her timing on some of her big rounds has been what has won legs.
She's also the coach / cheerleader in the background, as we've seen her or heard her roar numerous times.
Jake approaching the board here, behind in points, but still in a pretty solid position, especially if he finds the 20 like this. He's looking down and finds another 9 mark there from Jake Smith, as he's really catching some fire here.
Lim's gotta find a ton of those, and even a ton.
And a back-to-back 9 mark for Chris Lim as well.
Yeah, even that is not gonna do to get him in the lead. So
that's what we said on his last one, as he has followed Jake's 9 mark with a 9 mark every single time, and it just feels like it's not enough. Like, what else can he do?
Exactly. Wes just elected to go 1, 2, 3 on the 19s.
Well, it's going to be a tough start for Shad to get around. Yeah, he's not going to stay on it. You saw him kind of do the crisscross there, as he was like, man, I wish I did it the other way around, getting the single down there, the triple up there. It is a smart switch in that situation, just given the position of where that 16 was. It was going to be almost impossible to get in. So Hunter Smith's timing has just been so good right now.
Really has.
Hunter did come in here and yell at us earlier. She's like, did you catch me ugly crying on stream?
No, not us. Never.
No. No. She's like, well, it was happy ugly crying. I'm like, well, that's good. Good shot there from Jake Smith, forcing Chris Lim to hit another 9 mark to try to regain some of the lost ground.
They're putting the dominant player in a tough spot. And that's what SD Elite has been great about doing in this match.
Of course, this would be a tough spot to lose in, as it is 1 out the money here.
Mm-hmm.
West White wasting no time on those 15s, and then over to the Bulls.
There's a big roar in the background as we get some screams and shouts from some of our lower levels. Hunter just needs 2 bulls.
She's looking up on that last start because she fully blocked that bull without throwing practically from a board over there. It's not really much you can do. Daniel's saying, I need to stop rooting for people. Every time I do, they lose. Imagine us as commentators giving curses every left and right. Jake Smith for the match. One more bull.
There it is. That is gonna do it. As SD Elite will advance into the next round. That 4th place match against Sugar, Abby Spot, and Daryl. That'll be coming up next here on USA Darts coverage of NDA Team Dart 2023. We'll round out our coverage this evening of mixed triples combo before we come back tomorrow morning for action from the team events as well as a little bit of mixed doubles. That's right.
Yep,
We'll see you here in a minute with more action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how. We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to azdarts.com.
Bye.
And here we go. Top 4 for mixed trips combo here at NDA Team Dart 2023. We've got South Dakota Elite taking on the Wisconsin team
Sugar
of
Spotting
Daryl, Abby Spot, and Sugar Shane Johnson.
Yeah, winner of this would go against one of the 2 Houston teams, as Daryl, Soldier, and Jinja waiting in that 3rd place match there. Low ton there from Hunter Smith. As we almost got thrown into this match here, we're about to swap places with the ladies.
We had a little laugh. We were like, Abby, we'll swap in. You girls come up and commentate. And they literally were all gung-ho for it, really.
Yeah, they were jumping at the opportunity.
We've had so many people asked to be on the mic this weekend, including Dason Alberts, Shane Johnson. I'd be terrified to put them on the mic, as we would definitely have to make a special segment called USA Darts After Dark for that one, okay?
Yeah, the X-rated, R-rated version of it all. But anyways, back to the darts here. Daryl Nycannon up to the line.
Now, you did finally get to see those darts, and you threw them too, huh?
Yeah, they were incredible. So they are extremely long, probably the longest shafts I've ever seen on a dart there, with that arrowhead-like flight on it.
Yeah, so I would say about 7 inches long, I would say.
Yeah, fair enough.
In a dart in total, I mean, that's pretty lengthy.
You saw when I threw the 3 darts of it, I asked Daryl if I could shoot him. He's like, yeah, go ahead, man. And I step up to the line there, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to like this. And I go up there and hit a low ton. I was like, maybe I kind of like this. Maybe he's just onto something.
Yeah, I mean, there's the thing. Like, I've thrown longer darts before, and it seems like they just work, man. I mean, a common trick that we have fun with is, you know, I'll mess with the lower level players where I'm at, and I'll say, oh, well, I'll play with straws on instead of flight. So you put straws on the back of your shafts and play. It magically works somehow, but.
Yeah, you're also one that likes to throw the dart backwards sometimes.
Just for kicks and giggles, why not? Soft tip is a little bit hard to make it stick because it has to land perfect. Steel's a little bit easier on that backwards one, but
well, Sugar's not going to be able to leave it out here. Does get himself within range for his team, but Jake can apply a lot of pressure here. This is a very important time for him to hit that low ton.
You can just see that hand of Jake Smith. I'm loving that. You can see the full release of the dart. Leaving 98.
And of course, for those that are newer to the game, the ideal time to release that dart is going to be right at the top of the throw, so that way you're not dragging the dart down and it's going to have the best arc possible. Go into the board with a clean look. Daryl Nycannon does find a low ton there to leave them with an out, so if West White misses the 98, there is going to be a chance for the for the Sugar Spotting Dad team. But never mind that, as West White makes that look easy, doing that in 2 darts and taking the first leg here in this best of 3. Next 2 legs will be cricket here. Of course, if SD Elite win this one, then they win the match and move on to that 3rd place match. I do just want to give a shout out, as we do have our finals playing on board 153 for the seniors singles combo. There's going to be Paul Sands and Nick Cooper playing it out over there in that Division 1 of the seniors.
Well, I couldn't fit the whole team name in there for Abby, Sugar, and all them, so it's Spots Bandits for today, okay? So SD Elite versus Spots Bandits here, as it's a 1-0 score line to SD Elite.
Well, let's be honest here, Spots Bandits struggling early in this leg. 5-mark throw from Sugar, but if Jake can close those 20s here, it's going to help his team immensely. Getting those points first and now looking up. Does find those 20s. So we get a nice darts baby from the crowd.
Darryl with a big trip 18 there, but is it enough? Wes coming up, and Wes has been dangerous lately.
I'm going to have to agree with you here, Will. Wes has been finding everything at the moment. A heavy spot here. Going to need to find at least 7 on those 18s, honestly. Anything less just doesn't feel like it would be enough.
And she's kind of looking at what coulda, shoulda, woulda been there.
Yeah, that last dart was well thrown, but I think caught a wire, just unfortunately not clicking where she wanted to. Let's see how Jules handles this one. Good marker there. I like the change up on the 17 there, especially because right now, let's be honest, Spots Bandits are not hitting that 18 very strong. So forcing them to stay on a number that they don't feel comfortable shooting at the moment here is not a bad decision at all.
Definitely not. Kind of forcing them here, and Sugar's going to find a little bit, but you almost feel it's not enough.
Yeah, personally in this situation, starting at the 17 would be the ideal shot. As if you hit a trip on the first dart, we'll expand that point lead and get you that second number. Plus keeping it in the same region here. Jake looking down first. Going right at those 17s now, has free reign to move wherever he wants. Finding those 18s, going for a white horse. No, he does go back to 17 to expand that point lead just a little bit more. That is a great shot there from Jake Smith. Good last start there from Nycannon.
So Wes stepping in here to take full control of this leg on the 16s. Instead, just hammering away the 19s. That's a 155 advantage.
Yeah, that's a massive deficit. Of course, Wes White, I got to meet back when I was still pretty new to the game of darts on my second year in over there at the Tournament Champions, as he was playing with Kyle Liddicky at the time. I will just say I did not stand a chance, because those two guys know how to play darts. After just analyzing the board state, it's always good to be sure about what you want to do here. Just every right to keep shooting at that 16 if she wants. Playing it safe and going for the switch there. Not really giving any opportunity to Spots Bandits.
And Sugar Shane hits 3 in the bed.
Yeah, that's a great shot there from Shane. The Wisconsinite. Jake's been on a tear these last couple. I mean, look at this. He just keeps going and going.
Oh my word. Jake Smith playing well here in this one. Probably the best he's played all week.
Yeah, I felt like he's always been pretty solid this week, but this is by far the peak and the pinnacle of his performance. Nykin needs one more. Wes is just finding those 19s so easily.
Wow. Wes, I mean, this is going to be a good, solid team to face that, you know, second place team of Gates, or sorry, the third current sitting in that third spot,
Yeah.
Gates, Virginia, Daryl Cortez, and even that Houston team. If they continue to play like this.
Abby's spot there with the 7 mark showing that they're not giving up, but the South Dakota team right now just looks incredible in form. As you're right, Will. I mean, if there's a team to beat the Houstonians, it would be this one at the moment. They are having trouble getting rid of that 16, though. It's kind of just been lingering along.
Yeah, it really kind of has. You think they'd eventually get rid of that thing.
And now it comes to a well-timed 9 mark here. If Sugar can hit the white horse, this would be crazy. And he knows he needs to with Jake right behind him. It's all about starting at that 16 first. Does find it. He can move to the 17s and 19s if he wants. He's thinking about the situation here, analyzing the data. Wow, they're completely got away from him. You can see the big reaction on his face. Still finds a 6 mark though on those 16s, making this a troublesome situation now for the SD Elites.
He's got to get rid of it here. I think he's got to get rid of that 16. Take your shot.
I definitely think with how well he's playing right now, taking that shot there is the right call. I'm going to have to agree with you, Will. Someone has to kind of lead the direction of the team, and while he is pointing heavily and hitting some great shots, that's just his third 7 mark in a row, you kind of need to analyze what you need to do in the situation here and to kind of give that assist to your teammate. I mean, Wes here, I really believe, should aim for the 2 singles and get rid of it. Spots Bandits are just too consistent on it right now. And again, doesn't go after that first start at the trip 19, giving Abby Spot another opportunity to help her team regain the point lead. She can find a triple here, it would help a lot. And she does on the last start.
Does, but it's not enough to give them the point lead. So if I'm this team of SD Elite, first dart, I'm taking out the 16. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it. I take it out.
It is. I mean, with that 2-house advantage, there really shouldn't be this elongated situation. It's a little bit of that anxiety of, like, what happens if I miss? But in this opportunity, you have to kind of dive in and take the risk here. Hunter needs to take a look. And she doesn't get it.
She does not. She missed out outside the 16, tries to go back to the 19s and misses there as well.
This is another white horse opportunity for Sugar. This time he's going to be a little bit more careful about that second dart.
Stays right there to hit the 5 to pull him back out in front.
Yeah, but you have to admit, South Dakota Elite right now kind of fallen short on the strategy execution at the moment. As we get into a 1,000-point game, something I think we've only seen one other time this week.
And it happens at a mixed trips match. How about that?
Oh, no. West White needs to get this trip to get ahead. And now, look at this. Everyone's kind of walking away, taking a deep breath here like, I can't believe this is happening. Sugar leaning down on the ground.
Big darts incoming from Abby's spot.
Wow, that's a good first start there. And finds the second one.
Big.
And the third one, Abby does it.
From spot. Look at Shane
Oh
doing the
my.
old major league move.
Wow. That was an amazing shot there.
That was ginormous. From inside joke, Abby stripes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I can't believe
man.
that. South Dakota Elite there do find 4 bowls, but they get punished for leaving that 16 open too long.
And this is just gritty leg from these Wisconsinites. And this is why I would have got rid of that 16 ages ago. But
Jake actually has a pretty viable outshot here. If he can find that double bowl in the first, this might go.
He could.
He has been playing really well right now. I wouldn't count him out yet.
Oh, my.
Now to the 16 finally?
Oh, my. Oh, my, folks.
For the match.
Oh, my word!
Oh my goodness!
Jake Smith.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Look at that big roar.
That look of disbelief from Abby's spot there, as that is a heartbreaking loss. As Spots Bandits made a great comeback there to fall short at the final yard.
Holy moly.
Oh my goodness.
What a shot from Jake Smith, folks.
I told you it might happen. Well, there you go, folks, as that was an incredible timing. Abby's spot hitting that crucial white horse, but Jake Smith hitting that crucial game shot there.
Oh, my word, folks. We flew out of our seats back here. And that was maybe one of the highlights of this week so far. I mean, what a phenomenal shot, especially after the big hit from Spot. You saw the excitement, the 2 dips from Mr. Sugar Shane back there.
That was incredulous performance there, as South Dakota Elite was able to save what was a misstep from them in Abby's spot, and the Spots Bandits there unfortunately get knocked out in a heartbreaking way.
That was incredible. Well, we've got your 3rd place match coming up next, folks. Don't go anywhere. Will Stuart, Nick Dichiria will be right back for the conclusion of mixed triples here at NDA Team Dart 2023. Alrighty, here we go, folks. Abby's spot finally gets out of the booth here for a second so we can concentrate on our task at hand.
Funnily enough, Sugar said, if you accidentally bump into me and I go through the curtains that I'm allowed in the booth, right? That's what he said. But here we go. This is going to be a third-place match here. That is going to be Cyril, Soldier, and Ginger going against SD Elite 1, which is going to be Wes White, Jake Smith, and Hunter Smith. Let us know who you're cheering for, as we're going to see if we get an all H-Town final.
All H-Town final. That is quite possible. We'll see if that happens or not. But in the meantime, why don't we pop open our logo here. I'll get our scoreboard situated. As we get underway in this one. Your current queen, king seat holders, your mixed triples last spot awaiting the winner. I don't know how you'd say it. I guess king seat. It's going to be Zach Hunter, Cheyenne Richards, and is it
Eric Holmes.
Eric Holmes. That's right. That's right. I keep stumbling on that one for some odd reason. Don't know why.
Yeah, last start there didn't count for Hunter, unfortunately. She kind of gives a shrug, but does get a decent way out. Forcing Soldier to hit this hat trick to tie it back up. But even though SD Elite lost the diddle, they're basically throwing as if they had the throw. Oh, this is a good shot from Jake. As we get another hat trick from Jake Smith as he continues to be on fire. Daryl Cortez answers right back with a hat trick of his own. Let's see if Wes White can hit this 115. As Flo says, good morning from Germany. Well, good morning to you. As I feel like we made a lot of new German fans this week.
We really have. I think we heard from Daniel that there was numerous German people that actually, hey, we watch you all the time. What?
Yeah.
He said, what? I said, yeah, we really enjoy your coverage over there. So nice to see some of you German folks joining us for our coverage this week, and we hope you join us for many more in the near future.
Yeah, I do want to answer a question we've been getting. Where are all the German players at today? Well, after that last team event, a lot of them are kind of wrapping up their week, and I think they're kind of enjoying the town now.
I think that is the idea. I think I saw that last year as well, where they came, they played darts heavily. That's what their main focus was on. And then they're staying a couple days after to enjoy Vegas and maybe even another part of the country here. So that's good. Yeah. That's good. Make a trip out of it, you know.
It is. Single 17 for Hunter.
Yep, that's all you need there.
To break the throw on the first leg, which is kind of hard to do, an open in, open out 0-1. So that's going to be the first game going to SD Elites.
Crystal Anderson saying a good comment. She said, I'm surprised this isn't double in, double out like all the other Masters events. I'm surprised it's not at least a double out. You know, it's kind of weird seeing that single out format. It was eye-catching.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure the reasoning behind it, but I do know it does give these players a little bit of a faster bracket after a very long week. As I mean, we're hitting, what, day 6 here of actually playing, and a lot of day 7 or day 8 for many of these players that flew in. Hunter does get the close there.
Guess we got to change that to elite instead of elites. There, and it is best of 3 legs, so we'll change that around from our team event earlier, so apologies for that one.
No apologies necessary, as we've been in the booth for a little while and we're not going to be 100%.
Not out yet. We got one more day of coverage still to go, so tomorrow's coverage will be continuous as we stream from 11 local time till about 5, 6 o'clock, depending on what's going on tomorrow. So that's our plan of attack.
Agreed.
Hey, Royal Harris joining us. who's actually here in attendance. He is here to help run the event. So shout out to him and Barb for doing that one. Barb Harris, a big follower of ours as well.
Yeah, I gave Barb a big sticker package. She's like, "Can I get some stickers from you guys?" I'm like,
Oh,
"Of course."
dude.
Barb, do you think I'm ever going to say no to you?
Send me your address. I'll send you some patches. Well, I'll see you next weekend. Never mind. So I'll just
Yeah,
bring a
that's
herd of
fair.
them.
Ginger just trying to get in there. She's been struggling in these last couple of legs that we've seen her on, but I promise you, she's actually a very accomplished player. I don't want anybody to think that she's just in the shadow of Soldier, because she has done some great stuff and has won some events herself. That's a good first from Gates. Hits the cover shot really well there. Kind of forced to after that position of the second dart, but does get the close here, giving Jake an opportunity to answer 7 mark back, but it will be a big hit if he finds it. He's looking up.
Oh. I'm always keen for a double there myself, but that's just me. Daryl Cortez.
Wow. With an effortless 180 there. As he gets a couple attaboys from the audience there.
Yeah, but say Gates giving some love. We also heard some big roars there.
Yeah, a lot of eyes on this one. Jacob, it was nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Ginger focusing on getting a little bit of points first. Going downstairs at the 17s and not finding them, but doesn't need to do too much there, as that single 20 will help add to the advantage.
Good last there from Hunter. But Gates can come up here and go ahead and just throw 3 big ones at that 17 and be just fine. But you see him going for the other 16 first, adding another house before taking advantage and closing that 17.
Yeah, they're looking really strong here in the second leg as this is set to go the distance. Jake's still averaging in that high 5 range as he's been hitting everything. But the Houstonians are just doing work. A little insult to injury as Diesel hits that trip 20 on the last start here. A lot of respect from all these guys as they are still giving the fist bumps and high fives.
Well, oh, Jacob, sorry, I didn't miss your post there. My bad. Saying appreciate us letting in the booth. Sorry you didn't get a commentate, buddy. I didn't. Guess we were just too on it. My bad. I could have got you on the mic here, I guess.
I think you saying we're two on it was the biggest compliment you've ever given my commentary.
Whoopsies. No, my bad, buddy. I mean, it was great to meet you. We definitely support everything you're doing with Lost Boy Darts there. And looking forward to many more, man. Gotta team up along the way sometime and hang out for a little bit. as Mr. Gates takes that second leg, because I got something popped up my. What was that? That was crazy. You must have opened up your case or something, huh?
Yeah, I'm a fidgeter while I talk here.
That's what
I'm not even going to argue that. I'm playing with my AirPods over here, just fidgeting as I'm watching this great darts here. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that kind words there. Of course, my favorite kind words I have seen all weekend was Ryan George's post, the commentator power rankings, putting me at #1.
Shut your mouth. That's garbage. I did beat Nick Dichiria today. Granted, you did have match darts, but I put you in that pressure situation and you just crumbled, so.
I did crumble. Or. Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Hey,
all right.
I know
all right.
we did throw. I threw a 4-5-5. I think you threw like a 4-2 or something like that.
It was like a 4-2, a 3-8, and like a 3-8.
Yeah, so good stuff here. Not bad for just
Two guys
literally
that talk about
streaming
darts.
all weekend and just pick up the darts for a fun encounter.
Oh, look at this start from Hunter. Able to go right at those 19s here. And one of the better openings. Oh, that's an unfortunate deflection. But she's been kind of struggling to get those big starts, and getting the close there is going to help set a good precedent for their team. Well, this opportunity here, Jake's going to look right at those 20s more than likely. I mean, he has been hitting the 19s relentlessly, but every time he's had this chance, he likes to steal that 20 if it's available.
Jake's not happy with that one. Wanted more, because with Gates behind him, we all know what he's capable of doing, and he can close those out pretty darn quick.
Yeah, Gates loves the white horse opportunities. He's going for it and does find it there.
It's just like it was meant to be. We knew.
Did you hear him there?
What did he say?
He said, "What?" He is happy about that one. Huge shot there, putting a lot of pressure on SD Elite now. Well, West White not one that easily succumbed to it.
I'm really surprised they didn't give us a gator there. Gator ain't never been about that life.
Never been about that life.
See what these Cortez, and he had a nice 9 that last match, and that's a nice 7. As you can hear Gates saying, "Let's go" in the background, giving some love as he walks by.
Yeah, the Houston team is just looking so good at the moment here.
They're starting to heat up, and that is bad news for this SD Elite team. And is it bad news for Zach Hunter, Cheyenne Richards, and Eric Holmes? We will find out, as that is your current king seat holders.
I mean, think about it like this. SD Elite had the 20s and 19s in their favor, and now all of a sudden they're looking like they're losing momentum and losing a footing in this one.
Virginia unable to find anything there. Can Jake Smith possibly turn this tide?
And 9 will do so.
Can he do it? We'll see a roar here.
Oh,
we'll
my.
See a roar here. Back and forth we go, folks.
Yeah, this is going to be a great one, as they are just not wanting to give up. They both want to make it to the finals here. Both teams fighting so hard.
Closure? No.
Now, West White's a little bit more of a conservative player here, so he's going to be staying at those 17s until he finds probably at least 6 of them.
Talk about entertainment, man. Usually mixed trips is not this exciting.
Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest here, folks, Will and I kind of thought, all right, this will be fun to stream, but we're not sure about what highlights will be made. We were wrong. We were absolutely wrong.
We're getting some good ones here, let me tell you what.
Oh, this is getting back and forth here. Let's see what Hunter does with this. I personally would stay on that 17 until I find a trip here. She's saying there she felt really good about that first dart there. And oh my goodness. A little bit of a deflection on that last. Let's see what Ginger does here. Oh my. Oh, good look on that last dart there, but now a 19-point advantage. And an informed Jake Smith. He's going to probably take the 2 at the points one to close here, as that's what he's been doing almost every single round. Of course, he could go for that white horse if he's feeling frisky. Oh my.
Yes. Oh,
wow.
Yes.
Jake Smith, that is incredible stuff. Another 9 mark for the South Dakotan.
And how about this crowd for mixed triples, folks?
Yeah, every team that's participated seems to be in the room still looking at this one, as this has been so entertaining. Gates finds 4. West attacking those bulls. Not happy with the placement of that dart. There's nothing wrong with going down here to kind of really assert the win. Does try to make it happen and finding that single. So you have to imagine the Houston team might be out of this one after looking so good.
Oh my, there's even more than we had in view, folks. Oh, this is insane.
Hunter here. 1 bowl away from saving this one and moving on to the finals. Lester kind of gets away from her there. A little bit of finish line anxiety, but we've seen this before. There is an outshot. This would be insane here as Ginger needs to find that bowl in the first. Not going to do so now, but can still get her team in a good position. But Jake Smith.
Find it. Yep, Jake just needing the 1.
He's playing incredible today. Incredible. And of course, he finds it there. SD Elite moves on and beats the Houston team here, but has another Houston team in front of them.
You can see what a crowd we have there watching this bad boy. Man, oh man.
The
he
sigh
gets
of relief. That was his adrenaline was building. He has to take a deep breath there. As we are on to the finals here for the Masters Mixed Triple Combo at NDA Team Dart 2023. Now in the finals, awaiting Cheyenne Richards, Eric Holmes, Zach Hunter, representing Star City Amusements from Texas.
Well, don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with the conclusion of mixed trips here. Your finals is next.
You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire.
Alrighty, here we go. Our finals, everyone, in mixed triples combo here at NDA Team Dart 2023. That was Cheyenne Richards of our Houston team here. And this is Hunter Smith of SD Elite. Who's going to take the title? Let's find out. Will Stuart, Nick Dichiria alongside me. How about this final, Nick?
I mean, this is exciting stuff. You can see the chat's already going crazy. Looking forward to this one. I mean, this Houston team played so well when we saw them. But SD Elite, doesn't matter what situation they're in, they somehow just come out of it on top. As they've shown resilience upon resilience here. So this is going to be a little bit gritty here.
Gritty? Really?
Widdy hitting the Widdy on the dart line.
Oh my goodness. And there we go with our scoreboard. 466 after a hat trick there from Jake Smith. So your king seat holders are the Houston team, so they will have to be double dipped in order to lose this final. I wanted to mention that early. And Eric on fire as he scores a hat trick as well.
Yeah, the Houstonians are starting off strong here. Second place will get $690. First place, $900 for the claim.
There we go.
West White answers right back with a hat trick of his own as everyone is playing hot, hot, hot.
Ole, ole. Cheyenne. More of the same. Look at her go.
That's a great shot there from Richards. Hunter's going to have to match it to leave her team in range of an out. Actually, you'll have to switch off on the last one.
This is just perfection right now. Nearly perfection from all these individuals, as Zach's going to have 144 for a look.
Unfortunately, 166 is a bogey there, so she did need to switch off the bull in the last one, but I think she was just trying to get her team in range regardless.
But Zach knows what he has to do. Now 45.
He's going to aim for that trip 15. Single 15 will leave bull. Trip
Yep.
15 will leave single 20.
Exactly. And it's
A little bit low.
just below. Yeah, leaving 59. Now still capable out. And Jake, unfortunately, not going to be able to take this.
Yeah, all he can do is put a lot of pressure on this, and he is going to do so.
Yep, solid darts there from Jake Smith. Just to go ahead and hit the hat trick to leave 16.
Mahomes here either going 9 bull or 19 for tops. 9 bull it is. And it finds it without any hesitation there. Eric Holmes taking out that first leg for the Houstonians.
See it there, 9, just inside 9. And that bull just inside as well. But hey, it'll do. It'll do. Houston up 1-0 in this one.
Yeah, look at those averages. The lowest one there, by the way, was a 39.3 for these players, as they were all averaging basically 40 points a dart.
That's exactly what happened there. I mean, it was literally dang near perfection the whole way.
Yeah, that was an incredible performance from everyone involved. But now on to the second leg here. Houston with advantage, and at match point, by the way. This is only a best-of-3 format. It's going to be cricket for this leg, and if a tiebreaker is needed, it will also be crickets. Hunter loves starting down at those 19s here. Only finding 2, giving Cheyenne a great opportunity to really make something happen. That's kind of a tough spot on the 20 for her. Just kidding. There's a 5 mark open from Cheyenne Richards. Question is, how long can Jake Smith keep up the performance that he's been giving us? As it's truly been the best form we've seen out of him, not just this week, but in general. Jake is just playing like a monster, a man possessed even.
Indeed, indeed, sir. Zach Hunter, though. Triple, and he'll take a look. Not going to take the look now. Very tall individual, you see that. He stands at the at the double 20.
Well, Eric Holmes here. You can find that first dart triple. Can do some work. Does find the trip. He continues on there. Very much a momentum player. Kind of just once he is set on a number and finding it, he typically just will keep pounding away at the same one, just going with that same stuff. Certain players prefer moving around the board a lot, and some like to stay in the same area. Like, for instance, Gates loves bouncing around different numbers on the board.
Look at Cheyenne back there just staying in her own rhythm. Kind of getting loose. I don't mind that when you're kind of just keeping to your own mind. Let's see how she throws here after that.
Wow. Looking down. Another 5 mark there for her, showing why she's been making waves in the women's dart scene and just the dart scene in general.
She definitely is. She definitely is. And I mean, I believe soon and if not already, she'll be playing with the likes of Grimmel, Spot, Hunter here, and you know, taking the distance, you know. Look at Jake Smith. Doing more than norm. Just more than norm.
I'm going to be honest, this should give all people watching this a newfound respect for Jake Smith, as he's like one of those players I feel like isn't rated as highly as he can play.
Well, people forget he won $20,000 one weekend.
That's true.
At a dart tournament. And Zach Hunter just answered a 9 with a 9. Probably just a little bit too loud there, but
Have you noticed half the players have the headphones and we're fine? Oh my goodness.
This is phenomenal.
Guys, what else do you want?
3 in a row.
Oh, this is such a good fight here from these guys. Oh, Eric here has to give stuff a little oof, as that was not exactly what he wanted. A little bit of a dicey scenario now, as Hunter can really do a lot with this, especially with that bonus 17 and 16 marks that she hit by accident early on. Will now kind of become big factors here.
All right, big moments incoming as Cheyenne can go ahead and take out these 19s. 2 darts needed to do so.
There is a slight risk if she does take out those 19s. With that mark on the 17 or 16, a first dart triple would get the point lead. Needs to find a 20.
She finds it. Massive darts. What a team for Houston here.
Legitimately, I am in disbelief right now as how well every player is performing at this moment. Of course he finds it. He's going to have to hit a trip here to get that point lead.
I think sometimes it's just funny to watch the mannerisms of the people in cameras. I'm watching Zach, literally just all concentration. You look at Cheyenne, she's just smiling from ear to ear, can't believe everything. Oh, it's funny.
Oh, look at this shot right here. Zach taking a moment to decide what he wants to do with this last one.
Oh. I can't wait to see this gentleman play for years to come.
Yes, he's a young player here. I mean, let's be honest, the Houston team is a pretty young team overall.
This is, yeah. It could be a dangerous group to play against for years to come.
And continuing the pressure here is the Houstonians. Might just take this 2 straight here in this final the way they're playing right now.
Well, currently they're getting serenaded by George Michaels in the background, so this may be why we're seeing the darts go right.
Hunter Smith
Anytime
right
you
on
got
it.
some Careless Wonder in the background, you wonder if things are just going to go phenomenal for yourself.
Right now, the Houstonians aren't wondering anymore as they're just playing so good. Amazing opportunity. If the 16s get closed, they could pretty much seal the match here.
And that's big. Just 5 after 5 after 5. It's just 5 pluses all up in here.
Yeah, folks, I mean, you have to be impressed by this, as I certainly am. I've watched hundreds of dart matches at this point, but this is such a good battle here. Oh, Jake getting unlucky on that top deflection there and going down underneath to get that 6.
Man.
Oh, my.
Already striving for perfection. Interesting deal in here, as Terry says Shy's been a beast at this game since she was 12. So she's been playing this game for an awful long time. We just haven't had the pleasure of seeing her out and about on our stream yet. And first time I saw her was at Vegas Open this past year. I was like, I wonder who that is. Keep my eye on her for the future as where her game goes. And look at her right here, right now.
For the match.
For the win. Oh.
South Dakota Elite going to look for a miracle here. And let's be honest, I think with the darts that South Dakota Elite are playing, they could beat almost any other team in the room.
And here we go. For the win.
Cheyenne Richards looking right at the bull.
And there it is, your champions. Cheyenne Richards, Zach Hunter, Eric Holmes, as we round out our mixed triples event here in NDA Team Dart 2023. Let's take a quick look at that replay there. Well, we'll see maybe not the replay, as I thought I clicked the button and I didn't. So whoopsie daisy. I thought I had it, but it was just a single bowl anyway. So
Yeah. Hey, that was a great round there, a great final, and a great matches leading up to it, as the South Dakota Elite team was super impressive there. And really hats off to them. Second place is a great finish. And, of course, the Houston team was dominant for a reason there, as we've been happy to bring you coverage of the mixed triples combo.
yes, for sure. Just kind of looking at things, it's most of the events I did kick a gander around the hall. It's pretty vacant in here already. I think most of our mixed triples events are coming to a close, and
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all the brackets here just about finished up, as they kind of split the brackets a little small. A couple of random ones out there in the hall, but, I
Yeah.
mean, this was a great,
been a good one.
spectating for us.
yeah, it really has. And we're going to take just a quick gander. They're going to do picture time, and maybe we should grab one ourselves, but we're going to zoom out with our board angle, and we're going to get that shot as well. Stay in there. I tried to yell at him. It didn't work. Yeah, there we go. Now they know. Now that we got an actual picture taker, and we can kind of zoom in, and y'all can see them smile and hold up the number one, because that's what they are tonight. So congrats to Cheyenne. Congrats to Eric Holmes. Congrats to Zach Hunter and Wes White there, as he jumps in the middle for a little bit as well. Good stuff. Good stuff. We continue to get some. I wonder if we'll get SD Elite in there as well. Hopefully we do. We'll give them a picture moment as we get Hunter Smith, a.k.a. Jules Van Dongen, in on the Radikal board. Alrighty, we couldn't resist getting that little image there. So there we go. That's going to round out our coverage this evening as we continue on with more action tomorrow here on USA Darts, folks. Yeah, we snuck behind the curtain there. I was going to play a funny joke and hopefully mess with Jake for a second, but it didn't go my way, so whatever. Hey, we'll see how things go, but we'll be here tomorrow, 11 o'clock, local time, for continuous coverage as we round out NDA Team Dart 2023. Thanks for watching, folks. We appreciate you. We're going to bid you adieu.